I'm Mark Greenstein of Ivy Bound, and I wanted to address what students should expect if they're going through an ACT prep course with Ivy Bound, or what parents can expect. Well, we will teach to the test, meaning we're not going over all the math you've learned in high school. We're going over the math that's likely to be tested on the ACT. We're not redoing all kinds of English. We're honing in on the ACT's English, its grammar, its reading comp, its essays. Science, we can't learn or even relearn 3 years of physics, chemistry, biology, but that's not what's tested anyway. It's applying science reasoning skills to a certain type of question on the ACT. So that's what we work on. It's honed. Yet that's still a lot. So in the probably 30 to 35 hours that you should expect to spend, we're going to be going through some new things, a lot of new strategies, and reviewing old things. Where does this come from? Our own materials. Ivy Bound gives this to each student. They'll dig in on practice problems. They will have answers, explanations, mostly given by the tutor, but some work can be done on the student's own. There will be time for testing, and that's all on the student's own. We hold practice tests to help with the timing and help with the scoring, but a tutor is not needed to just watch a student do a practice test. So on their own, we're asking students to do 5 full-length practice tests, timed, scored, and then reviewed with a tutor. We review the things that were troublesome, what beat you on the test, or what did you happen to get right, but you weren't really sure. You kind of guessed and got lucky. So those are the subjects that we will cover in practice tests. And those practice tests usually come from this: actual tests used by the ACT recently. Some students want more than just these 6, and we'll go back deeper. The format hasn't changed that much, so there's legitimate tests all the way back 15 years old. Kids can really get a workout. Tutors then can be called upon to do a review of those troublesome questions too. Home study, it is given. It's given in this book, and there's a newer version out there that's just like this. Practice tests that were given very recently that we assign piecemeal. We don't do full length. We want to hone in on just the algebra that we did in the last lesson, or just the grammar that we did in the previous lesson. So it's a complete package, and scheduling it is not easy. We often give students this, a way to schedule with all their activities that are needed, big boxes to fill things in. Now, a lot of kids have electronic planners, but planning is so important because we know you have priorities in school and extracurriculars, and coming in for SAT and ACT prep is, to some people, peripheral. We don't want it to be. This should be your 5th class or 6th class. It's important. For one semester, you do it right. And so scheduling things and following through on deadlines keeps you on track to getting done well within 3-4 months at most of starting. We don't want this carried out over 8 months. This should be one semester, crush that test, and hopefully be done. I hope this is helpful.